Yo, what's up, man?
Not much.
Oh yeah.
Much.
Oh yeah, we're live. Yeah. All right, cool. Welcome to Carganite.
Calling all
Yes.
retro gamers.
Calling all retro gamers.
Calling all retro gamers.
Calling
all retro gamers.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to Calling All Retro Gamers, your sporadic show that keeps showing up at random times for random reasons. Most of them all dealing with the fact that I have absolutely no time anymore right now.
But I think we agreed we're gonna try Thursdays at the same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes. Yeah, Thursday is definitely going to be a new target date. So if you guys are watching right now, then kind of get used to it, because I don't know, Tuesdays were just getting a little crowded, to be honest. There was a lot of our adopted brethren on the Gamers United Guild side. They've just been keeping Tuesdays on lockdown. All sorts of crazy stuff happens. Papa Pete does a stream every once in a while. Of course, our brothers in arms over at the Next Level Gaming, they do their show. Retro Renegades is on Tuesdays. Somebody else goes off on Tuesdays. It's like, where's the time? Where's the slice? Where's the slice for card? Right?
Definitely. And for those of you joining us for the first time, this is the podcast that me and Rich started. So that way, just to give an excuse for us, just to talk and chat up everything retro related and video game related and whatever else. So that's what this podcast exists. So
that's right.
As we stay in contact.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we're glad you're here. I am here with my brothers in arms at RetroKillDashNine. I hope your week has been going better than mine, man, because it's like three in a row, and I tried this time. I actually went into StreamYard and I recorded an episode. Darn it, I did it. I went in there and I recorded. It messed up. And I had to re-record an ending, but I did record one video, and it still didn't get out.
Gotta love, yeah.
It's so crazy,
gotta love technology.
Man. It's, but this whole week, it's just like everything has been nuts. Work has been nuts. It just absolutely, just crazy, and everything been going on with the fam and all that stuff. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. We got some people in the chat already. We got Ian Hobbies, and oh man, right away, just hitting us.
Been summoned. All right, just for you, dude.
Let's do it.
God,
how long is that?
It's so weird.
Like, how long is that one?
19 seconds.
You should cut 4 seconds out and make it a short.
You're right.
Yeah.
Even though I can't put music to it. Yeah, I can actually, or leave it. I mean, they can be up to 60.
Just leave it. Yeah, just boom.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I should definitely. I should definitely do that. And I have a note to myself. I got to make one for Evercast. Man, I came in too early.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Usually, like right in the last 10 minutes. What's going on, Pete? What's going on? So, but yeah, I mean, we're just here to chill. We're just here to chat. I'm here to kind of decompress because, oh my goodness gracious me, it's like I said, it's just been absolutely crazy. I did get to play a little bit. Pete saw it. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I did get to play some things. Ironically enough, they were on the Switch.
Oh.
There was a day I had to stay home with my little one. He had like some goop on Monday, so I had to keep him home. And I did a little like work from home / watch a little one. But during a nap time, I was just trapped on the couch. But within arm's reach was one of the Switch controllers, but some of those Bluetooth guys. That they're kind of like a fake Pro controller or whatever.
Yeah.
So I fired it up, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if anything on here is something I want to play right now. So I hit up the old eShop.
Yeah.
Boy, that thing is a mess.
Yeah.
That thing is an absolute disaster area.
That's what
you
I've
try to
heard.
search anything, unless you know what it is, you're going to be there forever. So what I did, and I've done this before with some good success, as I went straight to the eShop and I was like, you know what? Give me everything for, like priced in the pennies and up. I did everything from low to high. I was like, just give me the cheap stuff. And then I try to figure out if I could find a game for $1 that would just kind of like strike my fancy. And there was one. There was one for $1, and it was basically a Zelda clone.
Nice.
It was like a 16-bit Zelda clone. And it's like, you know what? Give me some of that for $1. And to be honest, that game was, I mean, for $1, it definitely got my interest, and I'm going to be probably playing that some more later on. Probably this weekend, because that's a game I could just put on and have the kids, watch it or whatever. It's just 16-bit, fun, but it is 100% a Zelda clone. Kind of feels a little like Anguna though. Like, not gonna lie, it definitely felt like that. Like it's got that aesthetic, but in the 16-bit. So the music's a little repetitive. So soundtrack is like, the sound effects and everything is like a little okay. I mean, I think it's one of those things where they use some of the canned sounds from like whatever they use to produce a Game Maker or whatever. But it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun to play, and again, it was just something to do, right? So I played that for a little while, and then the kiddo woke up, and then it was back to Mr. Rogers. And then that was it. So, and then the rest of my week is basically I wake up, I go to work, I get absorbed by the summer projects. It's like a blob. I've severed off a little piece of the blob, and then the blob grows to twice its size. And now I'm fighting two of them. And it's like, that's just basically my life. So, man, Ian's right on point.
I know, right?
Post a video. I think I will actually. Maybe I'll do like a short or whatever. Yeah, maybe I'll do a short about dollar game finds. I'll just get I'll get a clip of I'll buy that for $1 guy.
Yes.
And then be like, I'll buy that for $1. Like, boom, this one.
Yeah, I want to say that's I know that's up. I think now that's uploaded to Carg. So
yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I already had that one, and I think it's an Evercast too. So actually, it's on your brand.
Yeah. So I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah.
But also, Ian is right on the money with the chat, because this is an open chat kind of thing. Tonight, he's right on target with what we were going to talk about. The Embracer acquisition. Man, Embracer is like they're fast becoming the mouse of video games, other than Microsoft, because they're buying everybody else too. Man, they went on a spree here in August of 2022, picking up the developer, one of the main developers from Toaplan, Tatsugen, a couple little guys, Limited Run Games, Middle Earth Enterprises, and Tripwire Interactive, and Tuxedo Labs all in one day.
That's a lot.
Crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Pete's right on the money there. They did buy the rights to worldwide exclusive rights to certain elements of J.R.R. Tolkien's most literary works, Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. These elements include the names of characters contained, as well as the names of places, objects, and events within them, and short phrases and sayings from the books. They own all that stuff now. So I don't know what they're going to do with it. Hopefully create some games, right?
You would think.
Ooh. You know what? Speaking of licensing, right? There's all sorts of licensing that like that directly ties to Lord of the Rings. Now, obviously, there's some games that still exist. In fact, Pete should know some things about Lord of the Rings and games, as he plays, I think, a still to this day legacy version of an online game in that universe. I don't know what that'll happen. I don't know what happens after that. Like, do they have just continued license to just continue on with the game because Amazon's got some things to say about that right now, I'm sure, because they did all their licensing for Rings of Power, but maybe for only the first season.
So here's kind of what I think. So initially found out the news, and yes, I'm gonna watch Bad Little Pixels video on it, and he seems to think that they're just awesome. They're just a holding company that probably, as long as they're getting paid, they're probably not going to change a thing, because that's usually what companies like that do.
Yeah.
So on that, I guess I tend to agree. I really don't think much will change. So they're making money. Why? I could be wrong.
Probably not. But yeah, some things like wind up slipping through the cracks. But it's weird because it's not just it says Pete's mentioning that Amazon canceled their Lord of the Rings game. But it's not just even Amazon and their media. Like specifically with the Lord of the Rings stuff, Wizards of the Coast was in there too. They had just done a deal with the original rights holders before this Embracer merger, acquisition, for a full set of cards. Like I'm imagining, obviously that's still there because they just put a post.
Yeah,
Wizards just put an update post about the set coming out, and that's going to be coming in hot on 2023, both paper and in arena. So I'm super excited about that because I played the wheels off of the original Decipher Lord of the Rings game.
Nice.
Based on the movie trilogy. Whew. I mean, it wasn't really like a super hot game. In fact, it came in, and then like most Decipher TCGs, it came in right, and it was just like, oh no, and then it fell off.
I just can't focus tonight. So yeah, no, I ran out of. Hey Pete, I'm drinking Canada Dry. No, I really am.
Nice.
I ran out of that, and I dumped a little bit, spilled it. Actually, so you're real quick.
Yeah.
So we were doing like Domino's. I guess they were short staffed, so they were behind. That's why I was eating pizza, and so we went over to Walgreens to get some soda, and they had like a deal, like 3 of them for like $4, which is kind of crazy. And if you sell your information like I did and put in your phone number, then you get that deal. But it was weird though. They had Coke, and then my brother-in-law drinks Diet Coke, so we got that. I don't know if Pepsi was part of the deal, but I'm not a Pepsi fan. But I'm like, they have Canada Dry. Didn't have root beer, so that's what I got. Random off topic, but yeah, I can't focus. I feel distracted tonight. I don't know why.
It's all good. Hey man, I'm awash with just things that are going on in life right now. So it's like, it doesn't matter to me. We can talk go on tangents, talk about pizza, talk about whatever. Because I'm just excited to sit around and just chat.
Oh yeah, totally.
But yeah, I mean, I guess final bit about at least the Lord of the Rings side of things on that Embracer thing. It'll just be interesting to find out what happens after, right? Okay, so the TV show is going to happen for season 1. That's on lock because it's going to come out. Was it 3 weeks now? Rings of Power is going to be in the 8th or whatever of September. You've got the stuff coming out of Wizards of the Coast, and I guess some other things were tangentially related to the property that had already been worked on, right? But then what happens after that, right? They go back to Embracer for season 2 of the show, right? Do they have to renegotiate? The set is really big on Wizards. Do they have to renegotiate? And is it then too much money? And Wizards cuts bait and run. Just saying, tears still flowing from Transformers TCG. They cut.
I would have hoped that they'd have to honor all those deals, but I was also just okay. Everything comes back to Evercade. Is this true, Zeus? Is this true, or are you trolling? Is this true?
What Pixel?
I don't know who that is, but then he said that he's created custom Evercade games. Poppy Pixel.
Pixel on YouTube. custom Evercade cartridges. Fantasy Star Custom Fantasy Collection.
Yeah, but I mean, are they just?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it's not sure. Not sure. This guy's doing some cool stuff though.
Yeah.
Like his thumbnails. He's got a Poly Mega. That's cool. I want my Poly Mega.
I know, right? Okay, but it doesn't look like he's making custom games. It just looks like that he just like put a bunch of unlicensed ROMs. Is that?
Yeah, but you know, how is he doing it? It says in here, you know, the description is Phantasy Star playthrough part 1 localization hack played on Evercade VS. So he's playing it on a VS. He's not doing a handheld thing. So that means he's not using that you know, that thing, the thing that should not be named. You know, I know what it is, but you know, we're not trying to endorse things that are
no.
They're not supported by Blaze, of course. But I don't know. Like I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, people have the power, right? You know, you get a reader, those things are just flash ROM. You do whatever you want to the cartridge as long as you can make the machine read it. But the thing is, you know, for all this stuff, you're gonna have to keep it on some jank firmware, because after firmware 2.0 whatever, 2.02 or 2.01 or whatever, now you got digital signing on your ROMs. So I mean,
so here's my take on it. It's like getting an electric powered car and then finding a way you could like install and make it gas powered. It's like, you know, maybe that's an extreme example. And I'll tell you, okay. So first I thought custom games. I'm like, oh, is he a dev? Because here's the thing. There are so many handhelds out there that can already do that. And like the Evercade is not the device to do that. So it's like, if you do really want to do that, which is, you know, I have no issues. Like if, hey, you want to get a handheld, however people play and enjoy games, that's fine.
Mm-mm.
But the difference though, is that like with Blaze, it's actually like they're licensed games, right? It'd be like having a Steam Deck and trying to find out a way to play like pirated Steam games on it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like trying to break the DRM. So it's like,
mm-hmm.
yeah, if you want to play around with the limits just to see like what could run, like in a sense, like I think that's fine. But to your point, Rich, like it's, you know, to actually play games, like you're gonna have to go through way too much trouble to try to copy. Just get a device with an SD card and be done with it.
Well, I mean, my opinion, like now and always, I think is and there it is. You're hitting it right on the head there, Zeus. You don't want to do anything or you don't want to support anything that's going to hurt Blaze or Evercade. And in popularizing or placing a spotlight on things like custom, custom firmware gray area on a device like this really can give a bigger license holder, someone like Embracer, right? Or someone like a Konami or a Capcom or like the Sega or Sony, right? It could give them real cold feet on dealing with some of these different some of these different games, and then you can wind up never seeing them because they know like, oh well, if Blaze isn't doing anything to quell these guys just messing around with these games, then that's it, right? So
exactly, it can actually highlight. It can actually,
hey, what's up, boy?
It can actually do damage, because we want to make sure like, hey, people aren't going to pirate stuff. But again, if you want to push the limits, if you want to like private, whatever. But yeah, support Blaze and and everything. I was just like Steam, support Steam. Even Nintendo, since they're still selling Switch games or whatever, like unless you actually own the game, don't be emulating that stuff. Support evil Nintendo. I mean Nintendo.
Yeah, I really like this analogy right here. Blaze is like a book club. Love the games discussions, and I spent more time chatting with Evercade folks and actually playing. 100%. And people wonder why not to turn this into the Evercast, but but people wonder why that we like Blaze so much, right? Because it really is it's a group of like-minded individuals that decided, hey, you know what? Let's go get some of the stuff that we missed while we were kids, or some of the stuff that we really liked but that was like obscure, and then just show it to everyone, and show it to everyone in a way that is kind of cool and refreshing to see in 2022. And that's to take you all the way back, to the time where these games were coming out, and you never knew that they were coming out, right? But then you just see the new, you see the new cartridges coming out, you see the advertisements, you get all hype, you can get on people's podcasts like the Evercast. No, Pete doesn't Evercast too.
Yes. Well, that's why I always say Blaze is an experience. It's like, if you want to play the old school nostalgia games, you want the physical media, go buy that. If you just want to play the games, just do emulation or play another way. It's the whole experience. And for me, I guess it's Blaze as a service for you to keep physical media.
Right.
To me, it's kind of like, like how with like Xbox, right? You can stream, you can play different games that change out each month. I feel like Blaze is exactly like that, the curated collections, except you're actually going to keep the physical media and have an instruction booklet. How cool is it? You're going to own it forever. How cool is that?
Yeah, I mean, the counter argument, right, is, why don't you just get this, right? And there you go. You can have the same, the Ambernick, and you can turn it on. You can have every game in your pocket, right? But there's not a community around the Ambernick and all of the new releases for Ambernick, because there are none, right? The Ambernick is the device to just play the games you can just stumble upon on the internet.
And they come out with a new one like every.
But I guarantee you'll still never find games like, like the random stuff you're gonna wind up finding on, on an Indie Heroes or a Pico One or whatever. Yes. You're just never gonna find it, because what are you gonna do? You're gonna gravitate to the stuff you know. You're gonna put all the games on here, and you're gonna play Final Fantasy on here. And then you're going to play Mega Man, and then you're going to play Castlevania and Contra and all that kind of stuff. And then you're going to put it down, and you're going to be like, oh, well, whatever, I'm done. That's what I did before I had an Everkid. I was like, all right, when I played it all on my Fire Stick and I synced my PlayStation 4 controllers, I'm like, okay, now what? Yeah, definitely 100%. So here's another good point that I want to talk on that. So, like the Everkid is a supported device. And with that, I say, if I get another modern console, it'd be a Steam Deck. And that is another supported, like, I've been watching other various YouTubers, and they've been coming up with updates, adding more games, doing fixes for online, for like offline mode. It's like, okay, it's like if modern day Nintendo cared about their customer base. That's what Valve Steam Deck, reminds of. They've fixed even like little, like, in various little games like Chrono Trigger and some other popular ones, like, like little buggy stuff. They fixed that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like for me, like if I do get like a Steam Deck, I would actually use it to play Steam games, play indie games. Maybe, yes, let's say if there's like a PS2 game or something I really wanted to play, I would maybe dabble into that. Right.
But yeah, it is definitely overwhelming. But yeah, the point is, if you go with a real company that's not a Chinese knockoff, you actually get support and you have a community, around it. Matter of fact, this channel is actually, I think that's why we talk about Evercast. Because this is the other channel that's everything that's not on me and Rich's other channels. So that's
right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem talking about Ambernick on here, because it's not like off topic or whatever.
Exactly.
But I always, when we're talking about handhelds like that, you kind of always want to bring it back, because we know so much about the Evercade. I kind of want to bring it back to that, because to be honest, I play the Ambernick. I do, because I want to play Axe Battler. Right, and there's no way to play Axe Battler because I can't play on my 3-in-1 because it won't read the cartridge, right? But I got to tell you, the Ambernick is just not as good, because it only makes me want even more a collection that's going to wind up playing on Evercade that'll give me Axe Battler, And I'd pay $20 for Axe Battler on a cartridge. You just send it to me. So Ryan, if you're watching, if you happen to come by, just get one of those onto me. $20 and $20 shipping. I'll pay $40.
Wow!
Just put it on a cartridge and send it to me, and just have it licensed so I can play it on my Evercade.
Is that me? Or is that you?
Who?
Echo, me or you?
I don't know. Maybe you. I don't know. Were you on? Do you have another tab open with like a YouTube or the show or whatever?
Let's see. Testing. Oh, weird.
Did he go?
Yeah, I did. I actually had because before we started, I had I had another YouTube paused. Huh.
Oh, there you go. See?
Weird.
Very weird.
Definite weirdness. But yeah. So that's why I kind of call the dark side of of emulation. Like, yeah, you can play all this stuff, but then what do I play? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why. And I think that's what people don't necessarily realize. It's not like every kid, like, because you're spending money, it forces you to like use the product, and you're gonna find some stuff, and yeah, you're gonna find some stuff that you don't like, but it's all about exploration.
It's just as a Steam Deck, and PC purchases are out of control thanks to Fanatical Games Planet and other sites to sell PC games on discounts. Yeah, man, it's kind of like where it's at when you want it. When you want the fire hose, that's the device, right? The Steam Deck is the device.
Mm-hmm.
If you want it all, people love to say like, oh, well, if you want the handheld gaming experience, go buy a Switch. I don't know. That argument's starting to sway the other way. Now the Steam Deck's here and it's really starting to get, no pun intended, it really started to pick up steam as far as the awareness of its existence. That's so powerful. There's so much stuff on Steam. It's like, we were complaining a little bit about the abyss that is the Switch store. I mean, don't even get me started on Steam. That's crazy. You'll never. That's a maze you'll never get out of. Trying to find games in there, but if you want it, that's the fire hose. And there's plenty of places. Even Humble, right? Humble every month. There's some kind of bundle that is mainly Steam keys, and you spend $20-$30 and you get like 70 games.
Dude,
it's crazy.
I used to do that on my PC. Actually, I checked them out. Or you could even spend like $5 and get if you get like the certain deal packages where you can pay $1, kind of depending what's there. Actually, that was kind of sad. One I used to go to a lot was Indie Game Stand. That one, because it even had like more different games. But then it said like, I went to it, and then Chrome said, "Are you sure you want to click on it?" I'm like, "Huh?" And it was just like no HTML, just a text thing. They're saying, "Yeah, over the last year and a half, we haven't had profits. We've had to shut down. Here, check out Humble and some other sites." Yeah, I know, it's kind of
bummer.
It's kind of sad because I had a few of those like bookmarked, and I was like, that's a nice. But yeah, and the one thing I will say too about like PC games, they have all the platforms, and there'll be someone out there that'll argue me this. PC games go on sale more often, and they're generally go like a lot cheaper, like a lot quicker than anything else. So that is kind of one of the nice. That is kind of one of the nice things.
Yeah, I agree there. And I think maybe that's part of that whole Steam Deck topic is I had one pre-ordered, and I went all in. I had the all in guy, but when it finally came time for my tap on the shoulder, it was July 28th. It's like when it came time to actually pull the trigger, I got severe cold feet because I was scared. I'm going to get this huge device. It's like massively expensive for me right now. And then what? I have barely enough time to play Evercade, Atari VCS.
See, that's what,
and all that. Like,
see, that's what I was going to say. For you, I was going to say you have like a lot of consoles and a lot of way to capture all the like, especially once you get your Polymega. I mean, unless you just want to focus on PC gaming, you'll have it. Yeah, that does seem overkill.
And that's you know what? That's it though, right? I think the way I'm set up right now with my Retron, both Retrons. I got my 77 and the Retron 5, the Intellivision Flashback, the Evercade, the VS, and the handhelds, and of course my Atari VCS. That's it. I have an Ouya as well. It's all set up. I have got the custom thing. I got the custom store. I can get every game I want. But once I get the Polymega, that's it. I've gotten to exactly where I want to be as far as retro, and then I will cut it all off because I can get to Saturn. Like Saturn is the most modern I want to get to, and then that's it. I'm good. And if I really, really, really wanted to, I could dabble and get into N64 because I just recently found mine in the back of the closet. I did some cleaning in the house. We could spin off into that topic a little bit. And I found a bundle It was a cool bundle in the back of the closet. I had no idea that half that stuff was there, but it was in the back. Like I said, back of the upstairs closet. It was an old Nintendo that I found for free on the side of a road. And so an NES, an N64, that was actually a part of that same bundle. A Super Nintendo, but I think that one's actually my brother-in-law's. And my JVC XI. But I've pulled that down before. I knew that one was up there. But that was pretty cool. And then there's a PSX, the old PS1, the white one. It's got you can do the flip top screen on it, the flip top LCD. I actually even have the battery that goes on the PS1. I should do that as a video. Show people what
you should.
It's like original portable gaming. Like I legit was able to take a PlayStation and walk around with it. Oh man.
So hey,
for that.
So dude, check this out. Go to since we're talking about Humble, right now they're having a big QuakeCon sale, and there's like dude, you can get like Doom 2 for like $1.24, like an actual Steam key.
Share it up.
And so question for you, what's the difference between Doom and Ultimate Doom? Like for Ultimate Doom, do you get Doom Plus?
So it's like, Doom original was like what, the first 3 sets, right? What the heck were they called? The first 3 scenarios, and then Ultimate Doom had like extra bosses and one more scenario, right? There was a fourth or fifth scenario, and I think Ultimate Doom is completing that.
Okay, you know what? They did the newer Doom that I got confused. But yeah, I think if you literally just hold on, let me just go to Humble Bundle. Let me get back in there. What did I click on?
Oh, while you're looking at that, Lloyd says,
yeah, you know what? Let me share the screen and show you all, because it's way too.
Yeah, you while you're doing that, Lloyd says, since the VS came out, VCS hasn't gotten much love. I got to change that, as VCS is pretty decent too. I hardly ever touch my PS5. Yeah, I mean, I'm itching to talk some more about the VCS because they're starting to pick up some steam, and they're in the small pantheon. There's a couple really awesome dudes that that are in the YouTube crowd that I talk to all the time that are really into VCS. But I think people would be surprised to see how many things are going to be landing on VCS very shortly, which is cool because it's been a drought. There's been a serious drought, like 1 or 2 games every other month or something like that. And now we're going to get into some really awesome stuff, which is very cool. Very cool.
Gotcha. No, that's awesome. So here's the one thing I love about PC games. So here's what's weird with me. Like, again, like it's kind of funny, like especially for digital stuff or like I don't like to pay retail.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If I don't have to. So, you just go to Humble Bundle, click on this QuakeCon 3 days. It's QuakeCon 2022, and that Cult of the Lamb, like that looks awesome. But I'll wait for that to go on sale. And so here's what I was getting confused. Like that's the newly made Doom. But, I care about Doom VR nonsense. I don't,
Wolfenstein 3D for $1.
Yeah, like Final Doom, is that? God, I don't know if that's different. But yeah, Doom, like Doom 2, and then and then Ultimate Dooms. But so here's what's interesting, right? Like normally these are like $5 a piece.
Yeah,
and I know like paying $10 isn't that much for games, but being that I can get both of these, like after for like under $3, I'll do it. It's funny because then I think, because here's the thing, right? Sometimes with some of these games, like the nostalgia may or may not be there, and literally I may log in and I may play it for like 5 or 10 minutes and be done with it. Yeah, and if you just only spent that $5 or $10, that's not that bad. But if you do that like 10 or 20 times, then you know what I mean? Then you just spent like a few $100s. So yeah, I'll probably will pick up Doom and Doom Ultimate. I'm surprised I don't have those yet. Like I have like Duke Nukem and all that. And and then if I get a Steam Deck, they're ready to play. And then the other cool thing is too, then you're illegally allowed to use those WAD files on on other handheld devices and stuff, since you
right. Yeah, absolutely. Nice. What's going on?
Use.
Come on, Chris. How's it going? Yeah, we're just chilling tonight. Yeah, I'm just trying to like survive. That's really what it is. That's really what is happening. It's like I'm also pre-gaming for the Evercast because it's like, once again for the third week in a row it'll be us hanging out and then the Evercast. And that's
Dude,
it.
okay, this is what I'm talking about. So they have the original Wolfenstein 3D, $1.50.
Yeah.
Then another $1.50. Then another. So basically, $1.25 Ultimate Doom. Now I can get all three of these for $5. Okay, I'm sold.
There it is.
Yeah, because they're all around the same. That I have a lot of nostalgia because I remember like, one of my friends had Wolfenstein 3D, and actually I think I had played like Doom I forget whichever came out.
Yeah.
I'd played Doom, and then I think my brother, I'm pretty sure, it was Doom. It was whatever the Mac version of Doom was, playing, being able to play that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely have nostalgia for those games, and those are always fun. But it's like,
It's awesome.
I could get those on a PC. I mean, on like my PS4, but those I kind of want it's more nostalgic for me to have that on a PC.
Yeah, no, I feel you there because I'm totally the same way about Doom. I always want to play it on a PC.
Yeah.
That's where I did play it. But if I'm playing Doom, if I'm playing original Doom, I want the Metallica WAD. Remember that one?
Yes.
They had like all the MIDI like Master of Puppets, and then MIDI Fade to Black. And
I've been on Steam. There's a whole modding community. So yeah, for just a few, and that's what I'm talking about. Like for under the cost of one of those games, I can get all three of them, and because it's on Steam, I don't have to fart around with it. Like it's gonna run. Yeah, man. Because I forgot when I got Wolfenstein, I played the hell out of that. Not Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Duke Nukem. I played the.
Yeah.
I played the hell out of that.
Yeah, Duke Nukem 3D is awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Was that guy at Saint? Oh man, what the heck is his name?
I should know.
Yeah, it's like something Saint something. Gotta
like
John St. John. That is. He's the official voice of Duke Nukem.
Yes, actually. So
awesome.
If y'all look on YouTube and you go to Tim's Tiny Arcade, Tim's Tiny Arcade. I'll just say Tiny Tim. And you look, he used to have this in the intro, but it's been replaced from the Boom Shakalaka guy. But at one convention, he's standing there in the background, and the guy that the voice is like, "You're watching Tim's Tiny Arcade, mother effer." Like he says. I missed that. I've been meaning to message him like he should bring that back. Maybe his intro got too long, but that's what inspired me to find like Warren Davis. Oh, so speaking of which, our friend who's been a guest, like Retro Ralph, he in Phoenix, Arizona, there's some type of con that when he went to.
Yeah.
And when he was at his booth, he's like, "There's Metal Jesus over there. I don't know. Do I go say hi?" It was kind of funny. Like he got like cold feet. He's like, "Do I say hi? Do I not?"
Yes, you say hi. Yes.
Yes, of course. You say hi.
What's up?
You say hi to anybody, and if you see like Pat or Ian, I think you bring whatever in television memorabilia or Amico memorabilia, and you get them to sign it.
That's it. Yeah. Here, sign my copy of Missile Command, Pat.
I so wish you could have done. I wish the stars would have aligned for that to work out, man.
I wanted it. I had it in my bag. I was ready. If he was there, I would have been like, "Here, Pat. Here, sign my copy of Missile Command." Silly.
Just make sure you use your phone to make a video. Be the number one short. Oh, speaking of which, let's talk about that for a moment. So, some of you may have noticed on both my channels, I recently discovered shorts.
Yes,
and they're a lot of fun.
Yes, they are. It's pretty cool. I like the I like those little little quick hits that you guys you've been doing, like you've got the Yoda one, you got the one you were dancing in a Pac-Man shirt.
Yes.
All sorts of cool stuff.
Yes.
That's cool.
And then did things on my own channel, and then I don't know if Pete's still here, but I think I might have inspired him to do like the purple Evercade and the Mario.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did the purple Evercade with Mario holding it.
So what was funny? Because initially, like, you don't see the names, and I was like, wait a second, I'm like, wait, did someone just copy me? Oh, okay, it's Pete. It makes sense. Like I thought it was like bizarre. Yeah. I'm like, oh, like that's too much of a coincidence. But again, kind of talking about this community, I think that's what's great when you watch various YouTubers to learn. You can see different people's styles, and I want to still say myself, I still feel like, I still am a new channel. I've been around a year, and sometimes I feel like I'm still I'm still kind of finding my style and what I want to show, and getting influenced by other people and whatnot. And
yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, so it's funny. Chris saying he needs to do more shorts, and then I'm saying we had the conversation earlier today, and I was like, I need to just do shorts.
You just need to do them.
I just need to do them. It's like it's another one of those things where it's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like creative cold feet or whatever, but it's like, since shorts are such a tangential thing to the channel, I should just do them.
I'm telling you, do that in television phone call. That'll be awesome.
I know. I need
the console.
I need to do that, and I think I figured it out. I figured out how I'm going to do it. So maybe I'll just do it. Maybe I'll do it maybe we'll do it in the office tomorrow or something like that.
Yes,
that'd be kind of cool. I need to bring my stand though, so I can actually have a static shot.
Because I was going to say,
because then it's like because it's 15 seconds. And I'm locked to my job anyway. I might as well just.
But you can actually lug the whole thing, or are you just going to bring the controller? Because I think you could get away with it.
Oh no, I just bring the controller. But
yeah, me too.
but yeah, I mean, I even have like a Coleco. I have a ColecoVision now, so I can use a ColecoVision controller.
Yes, that would work. Yeah,
I upgraded. Nice.
Because I might have to pick up some of those. Because Game Over Games sells those dead console, dead consoles. That would be a good use just to have the prop because they don't need to work.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Very true. So, jumping back into the chat, we got Lloyd R. Jim. Do we know when the new Food Fight is coming out? The answer is no. I've been I stalk BHG Media Group. He used to be BHG Gaming, brutally honest gamer. He's got some kind of inside track with Atari. He's actually a tester for them. That's probably why he has the inside track. But he seems to know when things are about to drop, and he's been silent on Food Fight for a month. So I don't know what's going on with it, but hopefully it'll be something we'll figure out something soon.
Dude, so okay, let's talk about Food Fight for a second.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Showing clips. Yeah, Vinny. So can you believe it or not? So I guess I'm one of the few people if somebody said they never heard of Pac-Man, you'd probably look at them strange and be like, what are you, Amish or something? I guess with me, I kid you not, I never really I think I vaguely knew of Food Fight, but I never really played it or heard about it until Evercade. And I kept hearing people saying "Oh, it's like the best game." And then when I played, I got hooked. Yeah. That is still one of my all-time favorite games. And actually, I was playing it the other night. Level 24 is the highest I've been able to get to. And level 25 is insane because at that point they just start super ninjaing you all the food at you. Mm-hmm. And so here's what's different too about Food Fight compared to Pac-Man. So any other or most other score chase games. Let's say Pac-Man, you die in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. You spawn back in the same spot. The level doesn't change. In Food Fight, when you die, they move the chefs and they move those pits that they can, pop up out of that you can die. It's randomized, which is crazy. So yeah. I know that's an arcade game. And again, I think when Retro Ralph was at that convention, he showed playing a Food Fight, the actual arcade machine. And he asked the guy if he would sell it. And the guy's like, yeah, for $4,000. So I know it's, So I know it's rare. So to have a reimagining of that with leaderboards, I don't know. I might be in trouble. If I had that on a Steam Deck, if they make it different enough but still like that, I think I will probably buy day one. If they,
yes.
If it's as good as I think, is that of all the new reimagined games, that would be my favorite.
So I just saw something cool.
It's just so much fun and addicting. That's all,
Yeah, I just saw something really awesome in this article on Nintendo Life about the reimagined version that is coming this year. Hopefully. Who's making it? It's developed by
Get out of town.
That's pretty cool.
Get the hell out of town.
That's pretty cool right there.
Okay, I don't see why we wouldn't get this on Evercade then.
That's what it was. Yeah, right?
Dude!
Food Fight on Mega Cat Collection 3. There you go. Probably that'd be a 2023 or 24 thing.
This will be because they're doing this will be the best one. It really will.
Yep.
And I would definitely buy it again for Evercade, of course, but then I'm like, do I get it on PS4 or Steam?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
day one on VCS for me. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because VCS is getting it first. Because I think Atari is putting some money in there. Atari's putting some money into that for MegaCat to do the production, so they get their exclusive, which is great.
Maybe I'll get it. Yeah, if there's leaderboards, especially, maybe I'll get it. PS4, and then if someday I get a Steam Deck, that's even more incredible. But yeah, but there was something with me that just connected to that because I haven't played the arcade version, but I want to say like I'm better at that than like Pac-Man or Dig Dug, or because you use it, there's a lot of different strategies involved, and then when you die though, it's so punishing because then the level changes and you may spawn right by where there's a bad. But it's neat though. It's kind of like you can just like stealth past. Oh, I love that.
But man, seeing that studio name, I'm like, ooh, MegaCats. Ooh.
So who owns? Does Atari own the rights to it?
Food Fight, yes.
Okay.
They are the IP holder, yeah.
Okay.
So they I guess they contracted out the job to MegaCats to get the game done, but yeah, they own they still own Food Fight. So
well, I'm just saying, and we're definitely going to talk about this more Saturday. That maybe they do something like you put in a MegaCats and you put in like whatever the new collection and unlocks the arcade version of Food Fight or something.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they'd have to, and it's not like they won't have double licensing. So for MegaCat, you could put it on the MegaCat collection, but they already have a good relationship with Atari anyway. For doing all those collections. They got the Lynx collection going on. They got Atari 1 and 2 plus Arcade 1. They've been licensing out the yin yang with Atari, so very possible to see the new Food Fight on Evercade as well. I can't wait because that game's cool. I dig it. I'm very, very excited about it.
Yeah, now you have me even more excited now that I know that MegaCats is not just because of the possibilities, but just because
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah,
because they're just so super, they're just so super awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, it can be cool. So actually, just swinging back to one of our first topics, just to touch on it again.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Embracer owning Limited Run now? Like, what do you think about that?
I mean, I don't think as far as, it really is like for whatever games that they choose, whatever permission, whatever license, I don't think it'll change anything.
For now is the operative word, I guess, for everything, right?
Yeah, for now.
It's it probably won't do anything for now, but you never know. Again, a year passes, a year and a half passes, and Embracer's looking at the bottom line, and they don't like what Limited Run was doing because they're expending out too much to get their products out the door or whatever, and they start making changes. Is there licensing deals that then get held up because now Embracer owns them?
So actually, kind of, you're also touching on what I wanted more to talk about. In that, if you watch a lot of various videos, it's that there is one thing for Limited Run, like the lack of quality. Kind of like they make you pay more. It's like an extra $1.50, but still they make you pay more for like a better box. I've heard I haven't experienced this, but I've heard if you get your game damaged, then they like to get it like replaced is like a nightmare or exchange. Like their customer service isn't the greatest. It seems like it's almost like AliExpress. Like you just kind of cross your fingers and hope that you get it. And then what else? What else is nuts too? Is that you could pay for the game now, but maybe you don't get it for like a year or two. Like I don't like this pre-order culture where companies hold on to your money for a long time. Like I've heard various YouTubers say I think the most a company should hold your money is maybe like 3 months. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's like to have it for like 6 months or a year, like that's ridiculous. Like the way like Valve is doing with the Steam Deck, at least like where you are in a queue, and I haven't experienced this myself, but from what I've seen and heard, like you're up to date, like where you are. Maybe even Analog Pocket. I don't know if they're as good, but that part of it just kind of drives me nuts. But to your point, I think if they see that people are canceling, if they're losing customers, I hope they would make changes, make it more reliable, make better customer service. And really, if there's, they should only, this is a whole nother topic, but they should only be offering games on physical media that don't require any updates to play. Otherwise, like, what's the point? Unless you do, because ultimately that's what it comes, and that's what it is like a lot. Like it comes down to like collectors paying money just for a box. You know what I mean? Like if you have to update the game to play it anyways, it's like, what's the point of having physical media if it's just physical media in the sense to look at because it relies on the online? So maybe those things will change. I've never bought any, bought anything from them. Haven't had a reason to. So.
Sorry, I'm just actually taking notes. And putting down the stuff for the thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put that right on the notepad and I'm just going to leave it open until Saturday. My machine, of course, never goes off.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
There you go.
Yeah, no, those are definitely good topics for Evercast. But you know what? They bleed over, and everything comes full circle, right? Like if we didn't have indie games and retro games, Evercade wouldn't exist because it's
right.
That's exactly what it.
100%.
That's exactly what it does, and because it's a modern retro console, we're going to talk about it. We also talk about Polymega. We also talk about other Steam Deck and other and other things and whatnot.
I kind of want to inject a little more as far as like stuff like that to talk about. As more news drops, and we keep coming together to talk about random things. I definitely want to inject a little more VCS into the conversation, because to be honest, I really like that thing. I think it's really cool, and it's wildly under covered. Like I can name with confidence a list of maybe 5 different people on YouTube that talk about VCS on a consistent basis, and I'm one of them.
I got a perfect name for the segment. Say yes to the VCS. I don't know.
That is a good one.
But it'd be kind of interesting because I don't own it, but you own it. So here's kind of the interesting thing, and I think for me and maybe some other people, what it comes down to is the price point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think, and I like for me per like $50, sure, but I think kind of what it comes down to is that
$50. What are you trying to give these things away
for 100? Well, but I mean, yeah, but I think the issue is that pretty much like all the game. I mean, yes, you have like the unique controls, but you can play all that stuff on Steam, right?
So most of it.
Most of it, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying though, like as far as the thing goes, right? What I think is fair value, right? Let's say fair value, right? I think fair value is $200. Because to be honest, the thing is a mini PC. It's got a legit piece of a legit processor, a legit SSD, a legit video card. It's a mid-range video card, but still, it's a PC. You put Windows 10 on there and run like a light desktop. Like good to go. I mean, yes. The killer deal on the VCS was when Atari and GameStop, I guess, did their thing, which is weird because they refreshed stock at GameStop. You can buy them again at GameStop at full price. I don't know why they just got rid of them like that, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and that's a good point though, Chris. $200 is fair, but Chris, the Atari creep, wouldn't have paid more than $100 that he did to get his. So that's fair. That's fair enough. I paid more, not too much more than $200, but I did pay a little over $200 to get my first one. My collector's edition I bought from somebody that got the good deal on the Indiegogo, and that was like $250, and that's what I paid for my collector's edition.
So I was gonna say, I think timing has something to do with it, because let's say like if I didn't have an Evercade, didn't really if I didn't have an Evercade and it was priced around the $200, and this VCS had came out at the same price, and you get those built-in games for free, plus you can hook it up to the TV, and you can get Steam type games and stream. Dude, I would have been sold. So I think that's why I said I'm not saying by any means is it a bad device. It just depends. Like, is it a good device for you? How many different things do you have? Do you have what else do you want to play? So it's like if I didn't have any other consoles, yes. I think another thing that would make it more attractive, if they could do it for like $200 and then cut a deal with Microsoft and Antstream and be like, hey, you get maybe like 6 months or a year of Xbox Live and that.
That'd be a good idea.
You know what I mean?
Even Antstream, they could do a deal with Antstream where you could do the Antstream bundle. Just give like include a year inside that $200. That's not bad. If they could hit that price point, that'd be fantastic. Actually,
Yeah.
Like get the 2 controllers in there for the $200 with a free year of Antstream. That's not bad. And yeah, it would be cool if they did a deal with Microsoft. I don't know if Microsoft play nice with Atari like that, but that would be kind of funny. Just be like, oh, hey, here's your free 6 months of Xbox Gold Game Pass, because it's neat. It works. I can right now, like it blows my mind. It blows my mind. But right now, because I have Game Pass Ultimate, I can turn on the VCS and hit a button and play Halo Infinite. Like it's crazy. You just start playing. So, oh my goodness, that guy's.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what I was gonna say that they could do. They could say when you sign up for Xbox Live, you get 6 months free. So basically, what it would be is they're giving you 6 months free or whatever time you're giving a credit card, and if you don't cancel after that time, then you're going to be charged for it.
Yeah.
And then then they're betting on 30% of the people won't do this, and that
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I like it. It's that weird thing where I listen to people, I listen to Chris, I listen to Pete in the early goings of the VCS, and all that tumult that went on, and they went dark for a little while, and people didn't know whether or not like the thing was even going to come out. It's just it's kind of wild, and then all of a sudden there it is. It releases, the store's a little jank, there's not a lot to play. It's one of those things that you feel that is this thing going to really take off? But the cool thing is it's very similar in the way that I would say the curation on the store is with Blaze, right? Yeah, you can find all these other games on Steam, but will you find them on Steam unless you knew about them somewhere else? You know what I mean? Like that. I think that's a very interesting point when you're talking about this, because I would have never found Super Mash if it wasn't for the Atari VCS. Like never would have found it. And it's just, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty like I said, it's really a cool thing. As we're getting like bombarded by nonsense.
So check this out, because this just happened.
Oh, all right. You got some new things coming in?
Well, ta-da! I bought it. The Doom, yeah.
Oh my goodness! How do you even let these names in here?
Wow.
Oh my goodness,
dude!
Wow. Can we just go in? I might need to load up the.
Wow.
I might need to load up the stream over here. Start.
I think we're both blocking them. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm dropping hammers.
Wow.
Dropping hammers.
There was somebody earlier that went in here and they went like, they went off topic saying some things about their uncle, and I blocked them. So maybe it's that same person
coming back. A little nuts.
Yes.
Come on, guys. Jeez,
dude, I literally So I want to have the Barbara Streisand effect, but like literally I went ahead and just showed that I got Wolfenstein 3D, Doom Ultimate, and Doom. And I was like, hey, I got them for $424, and then all of a sudden I come back and I see all this nonsense. So like, wow,
yeah, exactly,
dude.
I don't know what's happening.
Somebody
Banhammer's ready.
Somebody has way too much time on their hands.
He really wow. That is like a yeah. That's a wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is something else.
So I just want to say, whoever's doing this, if your goal right now was to trigger us and to make us upset or to ruin our show or something, you failed because this is just actually like me and Rich are like entertained. You can see
this is hilarious.
Yes. You know, if anything else, this brings our stream attention. So bring it. You know, it's fine.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, come on in.
And if you
come
think
on
the
in
things
and just get a hammer dropped on you.
yeah, and if you think the things you're saying are offend us, come on, dude. Come on. This is hilarious. I mean,
you know what? You know what though? Our little show that could has made it. Because we have people now. We have people coming in to drop heinousness in the chat. That's not even a what is even that name? Okay.
I don't. You know what? I don't know. But is it because we said the magic words?
Did we what? What did we say?
Talking about the Amico.
Oh no. I mean, is it going to get even worse? Is it going to get even worse if I do this?
Yeah.
Oh no, I've got a copy of Brain Duel. Oh no. Look out. Look out.
That's because we said Amico, we said
there
Pat,
it is.
We said Intellivision. Yeah.
Oh my god. It's a card.
Yeah.
Oh no. People are going to die. Oh.
And it's just weird, like these images, like, oh my gosh, what do they do? Like these people that like just like angry, like
it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I mean, if it is, it's like, oh, ridiculous. You know, come on.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, I have to say,
look at that. Look at that running man. Yeah. Look at that running man. He's gonna get you. Oh man.
There we go. I just had to put LOL because I'm entertained in the chat, so I just had to put that to make sure that it was like it was still refreshing. That was weird, perfect timing. I'm like, does somebody hate like ID like really bad? Because it was just kind of funny.
Yeah, he was talking about Doom, right?
Yes.
He was like, oh no, Doom.
We were talking about Doom, but they thought that they could Doom us. Oh wow!
Yeah, that's gonna get clipped. I'm sorry.
Dude, that just
I didn't mean
over.
That actually. So it's just full disclosure. I actually don't want somebody to not be around, please.
Okay. No. Yeah, that was just perfect timing because I was just check out Humble Bundle. And for me, I was just happy that you could get all those ID games for under the cost of one game. That's all I was trying to say. But
there you go. There you go. Yeah. Why not?
Wow.
Anyway, yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know. It's now I want to just play. I want to like play stuff. So not about but every kid is cool.
Right. You know what? Maybe because we brought that up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
100%. 100%.
Oh, I think they all left now. I think
they got scared away. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for the views,
dude. You know what? It's just hilarious because you know what? In a way, I just that was kind of like the highlight of the stream for me. That was like a lot of fun.
That was kind of fun, right?
That was because
like, it doesn't happen every time.
Well,
it's annoying. It's annoying having to drop the hammer. You have to open up another window.
But this is our first time like being being trolled and whatnot. And so,
yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man.
I don't know what they thought. And so here's they thought this was going to happen. That's what they thought, but instead this is what actually happened. So
yes.
There you go.
Effective use of the buttons. I approve.
Yeah.
I approve.
Whew.
Oh my goodness, man.
Whew.
That's awesome. So yeah. I don't know. Do we have anything else before because we're hitting the hour.
No, just wanted to thank everyone for joining, and we will keep it to Thursdays. We will be keeping it to Thursdays.
Thursday is a new night for sure.
Yeah. And all that, and I think it worked out really well. Oh, so I just wanted to mention that because, well, I'll go ahead and say it because we know it's going to happen. But if y'all, so here's what's our next guest. If you guys haven't watched the video game historian Nick, Geeks with Cash, his channel is awesome.
It really is.
Yes.
It's very, very good. Yeah.
We want to have him on and kind of ask what inspired it and all that. Because for those of you who don't know, on his main channel, he started something called Game Mechanics. I think, to kind of test out. And then he just went off, did a whole dedicated channel that's just really cool, from like the intros and everything.
Yeah.
And what's neat is even the video, like even something like the Power Glove that I know about, or I've seen other documentaries on, I still enjoy watching it. And usually he throws in like one or two tidbits that I didn't know. And then there's other like weird devices, like before, like Nintendo, had like the power pad you could run on, like Atari had something like that. So it's just like, what?
Yeah.
So it's just really neat. So expect, maybe within the next show or within the next couple shows, we hope to have him on. He does want to be. It's kind of funny because in one of his videos, I'm like, dude, we need to get you on our channel, and he's like, yeah, go ahead and coordinate it so I can join. So we just have to wait a little bit for the madness to settle down on Rich's side, then we can get it.
Yes,
we do have a guest. We do like to promote, post our social media so more people can enjoy it out there. But I think that's what we have
very cool
going on. And this Saturday we have Evercast, and then also on that I'll talk about what my next upcoming Evercade videos will be. Otherwise, stay tuned to both our channels for shorts, and you may even see, pointing right to Rich, I can't point to Rich. You may even see that guy throw out and do some shorts. I hope he does.
Maybe I'll start playing around with them. We'll see what happens.
Yes, they're addicting. They're a lot of fun.
But also, just thanks, Chris. Yeah, you too, man. You too. It's fun. It's fun seeing everybody here.
Yeah.
And Ian and Lloyd and everybody. Pete, if he's still here. But yeah, I want to just say too, quick little hint for everyone that will be on the Evercast in the Evercast chat. Do not miss the Evercast chat on Saturday. Don't miss it, because one of you guys, whoever it is, even if you're watching on replay, on this Calling All Retro Gamers, if you get it before Saturday morning, 11 a.m. EST, and you hop over to the Evercast, which is on Bacon Ice Cream Productions channel for right now, be there in the chat, 11 a.m. EST. Between then and 12 p.m. EST, someone out of that chat is going to be selected to be the recipient of the 900 sub thank you giveaway, which is something that is unique. I've never done something like this before, but what it is very cool and will hopefully make you stick around. Just
and you should say,
little tease.
And we should say that it's Saturday the 20th, and because I'm a nerd geek, that's August 2022, in case someone's watching this 5 years from now. But yeah, make sure it's this.
Yes. August 20th, 2022, 11 a.m. EST to 12 p.m. EST. Or 12 p.m. EST, I should say. Yes, be there. And then hopefully one of you guys will be selected to win a thing.
Oh yeah.
All right,
I love how you call it a thing.
Yes. I mean, it is like it is a thing, but it's like a thing that's like you guys will see. You guys will see. But then the next thing that happens after that, man, this guy knows. Just saying. He knows. It's gonna be good. All right. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you next time on Calling All Retro Gamers. I'm Rich. He's Ed. And we're out. See you guys.
We created content. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Calling all retro gamers.
This concludes our broadcast day. Click.